Hey, you guys, it's your girl Jay. Long time no see. I want to come here and tell you guys or express to you guys how very grateful I am on this Wednesday night. I honestly didn't know what to say, what to do, what to post first. And I just want to be as unedited as possible. What you guys are looking at, and excuse the lighting, I wish I had better lighting because it's the position, but I was here washing dishes, you guys. Can I say it again? I was here washing dishes in my own apartment. Not my van, not a hotel, not an RV, not somebody else's place, not my family, my sister, my brother, my cat, my dog. But my God has made a way out of no way for yours truly. As a fair warning, can I just give a quick testimony? I don't really, first of all, as a disclaimer, I'm not here to brag. So if I should have said this first. So if you think I'm bragging, start scrolling. If you can't stand the pressure of just how happy I am and just how joyful I am, for real, about how God kept me through all of my homelessness, transitioning, nomadicness. I just want to put emphasis on this, though, you guys, is that I've always been the type of person since a little girl. For those that don't know my story, just now tuning in, I was raised with my great grandparents. So I was kind of born into a situation where my grandmother taught me at a very young age, make do with what you got. Make do with what you got. What simply meant that even as I went through being homeless, I still tried to make it as pretty as possible. You guys can scroll up through all my old videos. I was looking at one of my videos when I used to sleep in my van. And see, I didn't have enough money or expenses to have the top of the line van then, but I worked with what I had. That meant I went out and bought my lights. I went out and bought things to make me feel good. Very in tune to my inner child. So I'm very girly girl. In fact, this whole, which I'll show you guys later on, but I have a section right here that has nothing but kitty stuff, okay? Although I am a woman, still a woman in the business. We'll get into that later. But I just want to say, and I'll be back with more goodies, but for those that have been following me, those that were supporting me, those that pray and meditate, and that prayed for me and not prayed on me, can I say it again? Thank you, God, for those that prayed for me, okay? Dedicated sweet prayers to me and was my spiritual cheerleaders. Thank you for those that were on the sidelines going, I wonder what happened to Jay. I wonder what happened to her. I wonder if you did. If you didn't, you didn't, right? But I thank God that I'm still here again, standing in my own kitchen, washing my own dishes. Just made me tacos. And I just want to encourage more than a few of you, maybe just one. I think what got me here, if I can go here, what got me here to this place, and we'll do a tour and all that when I got better light and stuff like that. But let me turn on this light back here. Let me walk back over here and turn on which one? Which one to turn on? This one, I think. Oh, okay. So I don't really. For those that don't know, I get migraines. So I really don't like bright lights. I like lighting. Keep in mind when I say I like lighting, you guys, but I cannot afford to have bright lights. Certain lights can trigger my migraines. These are not so bad. It's not so bad, but it's my kitchen light. But I am in a studio, and it was a long road, y'all, and it was not easy. It wasn't psychologically easy. It wasn't spiritually easy. Even though I'm light on my feet when it comes to the battlefield, I'm light on my feet. For those that understand what I'm saying, I'm not going to come out there swinging. I got the girls still, I got my nails, so I'm not going to come out here aggressive and hard and fighting for my stuff. God didn't make me that way. Some women get down like that. Hey, they'll throw them things. Some women are fighters, and I'm not. I can be, but I don't think that's the core and the essence of who God has created me to be. One thing that I had to really come to terms with is that God will give you the desires of your heart, even with the little bit that you got. So even if you just have a little bit of faith, even if you just have a little bit of understanding, even if you just had a little bit of wisdom in my computer, waiting for my TV to get here, or whatever. But I usually watch movies from my computer. There's so many things that I gotta get used to, y'all. I told my daughter, I said, Okay, this is it's so much. It's so much I gotta get used to because when you're not just couch surfing and homeless, but literally when I was out on the street, okay, literally in my van on the street, I have to get used to. I think the first thing I got to get used to is that I don't have, because also I did hotel life too, that I don't have to check out. So the main two things that I have to get used to is that nobody's rushing me to get out. I'm not rushed. Even my daughter said, "Mom, take your time." Like I'm the. It's so much to say, you guys, man. It was a lot on my psyche. If you don't hear nothing else I'm saying, one trauma after another trauma on top of another trauma on top of another crisis on top of another crisis on top of, you know, oh, man, Jesus, Jesus. I mean, man, I have to take a moment because for those that know. That's all I can say. For those that get it, get it. When you have gone through beyond hell and high water, for the simple thing in life, for the thing that I think all human beings ought to have, whether they're good, bad, when it's about good people, bad people, but I believe everyone, and this is Aquarius in me, deserves safety. Safety, food, and water. Safety, protection, safety, provision, safety, you know, that they deserve or should have. And again, this is not a place of some people don't deserve it, some people going to hell, some people, what about the bad people? I'm not saying that. I'm not the judger of any of that. I'm not the judge of any of it. All I'm saying is that I know what it's like to not have. I know what it's like to, I don't claim to be good or bad. Get what I'm saying? I know what it's like to be afraid. I know what it's like to have PTSD. I know what it's like to be a domestic violence survivor and an SA survivor. I know what it's like to be a mother and watch her son go through mental illness and his challenges. I know what it's like to go through my own mental, which I really like to call it conditions. I know what it's like to be a part of a family that's strange and odd, and I'm the oddball and bizarre, and I know what it's like to go through some things. I know what it's like to be a runaway. I know what it's like to be in foster care. I know what it's like. I am a survivor of many things, many things, and yet I am grateful. I look in this apartment and it's a studio, so it's not a 1, 2, 3 bedroom mansion or house. But it's interesting because it's little, it's short, but it packs a punch. Just like me, I'm 4'11", but I'm telling you, I pack a punch. I pack a punch in the spirit, and I just thank God that I did not give up and I did not give in, but I did surrender. If you don't hear nothing else I'm saying, y'all, because I know I'm all over the place, bear with me. I'll get more jazzy with it later on. I'll get back to my, not my old self, but my new and improved self, right? But again, I can't say it enough. I am so grateful to be standing in my own kitchen. Let me make it plainer English. I'm grateful to have something with my name on it. Now, of course, I don't own the land, okay? Because you know how us visionaries are, and I don't own that just yet. But I'm just getting started. I just celebrated my 48th birthday, and I'm just so grateful to be in a space where I'll come back and talk about it, but if you've ever been there where I can shit when I want to, I can sing when I want to, I can dance when I say shit, dance when I want to, I could pee pee or poo poo in my bathroom. I don't have to wait on nobody else to come out. I can take long showers, y'all. I'm an hour kind of shower kind of girl, okay? I can do these things that many of you that are listening to me take for granted. Many of you take for granted a hot shower. Many of you take for granted that you can lay down without nobody hurting you, without nobody cursing you out, without nobody putting you down, without nobody making you feel less than. Some of you take it for granted that your life may not be what you want it to be, but I can guarantee it could be. You know what I'm going to say? Finish the sentence. It could be a whole lot. Yeah, that. But anyways, I'm out of here. You guys, one love kisses. I'll come back on. I'll give you some more. But I just had to come back and number one say thank you, God. I am housed. I am safe. I am set free. Bye for now. Kisses.